Grand Canyon University B versus West Cliff Warriors. Both of these coming from the west side of the Challengers division. The Warriors going to be Beetleman, Nightmares, and Sharkus. This roster went 5-2 this regular season. Most recent game was against WCU Black with a 3-1 win. And we also got another team over here. We got GCU as well.
Yeah, and they're 7-0 coming in. They're the big dogs of this division here. The GCU B team comes in with Bean Boy, BK Smile, and Latumos. These three have been excellent. They kicked off the year with the first 4 weeks, all 3 zeros. That's 12-0 to start off the season, and they only dropped a total of 4 games. Not matches, 4 games over the course of the season here, Fiat. This team is on a roll.
That is pretty impressive. 4 games. Wow, it is 4 games. That is an insane show. We're going to have an insane matchup here for this final game. And with both of these teams, you never know exactly what's going to happen. Again, we've had some really surprising results, some really surprising performances coming up from both teams, but now it's GCU and the West Cliff Warriors looking to find glory in the playoff bracket. It's going to be GCU with a little bit of possession, a clear goes high, but it's going to be Sully's on the possession. Latimos able to get that 50, but it's going to be hit into the corner, and now GCU putting on pressure.
Yeah, and they'll look to press in the box. Great passing play there, but it will be shut down by the Warriors. And Fiat, here's why I'm not really, expecting a one-sided affair, even though it's 7-0 versus a 5-2 team who's not as perfect, but except for the fact that they are. I mean, the 2 losses were forfeit losses. I don't know if you saw this over the course of the season. So they technically haven't lost in a match that they played this semester. So really, it's a testament of, these teams who want to be perfect. And right now, kicking us off, right on cue, West Cliff Warriors up 1-0 in Game 1.
A little bit of the physical play, you get the bump, and then you just have the last third, man, you just hit that into the net. Warriors starting off with the first goal of this Game 1. 4 minutes left, though. Game 1s don't necessarily mean that a team is going to perform as well as they did in Game 1, but it's definitely a good showing to see what these two teams are made of. And now Sharkus is trying to show what he's made of. A pass to the center. This is going to be a shot, but it's Lachimos on the sidewall now with the counter as well in the air. Might have one more. Does have one more off the backboard. Shot opportunity. Sullins able to get the save right there for the Warriors, and a good clear out towards the GCU side in their corner. It's going to be Nightmare now on the possession in the corner, trying to find something. Going to have to opt to leave that ball, though. And now we're looking in the midfield, trying to find something. Lachimos with the possible shot that's off the backboard and pinch down for the clear.
And Nightmare will try to get a couple touches to establish this dominance that we've seen from GCU after the first goal of Westcliff. As they push across that back wall here, it'll eventually make its way out to center field, and Bean Boy will turn it directly back in. We'll crash the box here, but so does the defense, as the Warriors and Westcliff trying to hold on this 1-0 lead that they've been able to establish, but flip reset. The Nightmare wasn't able to connect with a second touch. Follow-up shot denied. This one will be pushed backwards here. Look out, they were ready for it. Solons jumps on it. The Westcliff Warriors of Irvine, California have come to play.
Oh, an unfortunate mistake from Nightmare Rally, trying to get that backwards pass, but just a bit too far up. Bean Boy wasn't able to get that turn. 2-0 for the Westcliff Warriors in this Game 1. Looking strong, they're playing simple. They're capitalizing on those mistakes, just letting GCU have the ball, letting them do what they need to do, and it's working out for them since they do have the lead this game so far. Lachimos able to get the beat over 1. This is going to be mid. It's a bit awkward, though. It's still on the orange corner in the air, but it's going to be Nightmare trying to keep up this pressure. Maybe a shot mid, maybe a pass, and it's a low roller to go for the Warriors side, but should be able to come out unscathed.
Yeah, I was looking to see what Nightmare was looking for there, and Bean Boy was already up for it. So I was wondering what GCU was trying to accomplish there. It looked a little bit misorganized, like they were trying to do too much. But now with the demo out front, opportunity lost, though. Has a couple of touches, or is it? Off the corner, Latimos just off the crossbar. Follow-up there a little wide. They still are after it now, as this one will float high. Latimos trying to redirect it in. Here's Nightmare. looking for a pass, but it's well read by the Warriors. And they'll be able to escape out of the zone. Now pushing the box, the Warriors themselves. It'll be a touch over the sidewall now, FaZe. Initial touch, good. But off the ceiling, was able to connect twice. GCUB kind of left scrambling at this point. Not able to get much done. The Warriors have pinned them down in their zone.
Some demos coming out from both sides right now, but this ball is still in the midfield on that right wall. Nightmare able to get a good dunk over one, but now it's in the air. It's going to be free for Warriors to take a shot at it, but now still on that GCU side, able to retain their composure on defense. GCU able to get the counter attack, and a beautiful possession coming out from Bean Boy.
Yeah, set up again. Latimus has been the one that's been all over this Warriors team trying to create plays, and it has created a lot of great opportunities, including that scoring opportunity. And Bean Boy was the one to jump in and dissect that defense that has been pretty locked down that you mentioned just before that sequence, but finally finding a way through, and it was by simplifying their gameplay that was able to get them through to cut the lead in half. Now trying to equalize, just a little wide, but the follow-up is good. Nightmare Rally will get it done. We're equal at 2.
Nice little tap into the corner, exactly what you needed. A beautiful shot, precision coming out from Nightmare Rally. I'm sure GCU isn't that scared after that one. 54 seconds left on the clock for both of these teams in this game one. This kickoff going to go in favor of the Warriors. A bit of a 50 into that midfield. It's going to be Lachimos. Try to pass that back midfield for Bean Boy. Bean Boy with a bit of space, bit of possession, goes for a little bit of a musty flick attempt. Not able to really get it over. Lachimos going with the fake. Sees one on the backboard and now just trying to pass this mid. Playing the time too good set from Warriors. A bit of a jump scare right there for GCU. Now back in the air, back on their own side in the midfield. It's Nightmare Rally with the flipper set. Does he have it? No, but Lachimos coming in for the last second shot, and now Warriors pushed on their side, having a hard time trying to get out of here.
Yeah, Westcliff has given up so much room to GCUB, and they're doing that so that they can secure some boost packs. But when you do that, you're giving up so much room that you have to use it on the next sequence. And now GCU in the box here. 7 seconds left. Look out. Here's Westcliff. They're on the return now. Looking to press in. Sharkus, good pass, but shut down. Now Bean Boy trying to spark Latimus. Off the back wall it goes. Shut down defensively. Oh, GCUB was lurking, but the Warriors able to kill it down for overtime.
Game one overtime. Not the first one we've had today on stream, but definitely one of the most entertaining so far. Both of these teams are back and forth, and now Nightmare trying to get a double tap, but it's going to have to be Bean Boy who takes the possession, tries to get it over one, but it's just a bit too slow. Lachimos now on the sidewall with the possession, trying to keep that over one. Maybe the pass middle, but it's instantly cleared back to the GCU side in their own corner again. A demo coming out in the midfield. GCU has a bit of space to work with. A whiff coming out from the Warriors too. It's going to be Solons trying to get that clear, but it's GCU again with the response with the good clear. A little bit of boomer ball back and forth between two of these teams right now, just trying to feel each other out. Monster clear coming out from the Warriors, and now they have a chance on offense, but it's straight back to the orange side.
I haven't seen this much boomer ball since I launched Rocket League last. Oh, you shot there! The Warriors able to shut it down. Solons now trying to carry out of the zone and will only get as far as half field as it's turned directly back in. Bean Boy on it with the challenge. Nightmare going to be B2 at Solons. That strong 50-50. Latimus with a couple of touches. Try and get it out here, but Shark is trying to force it in the box as well. Warriors continue on it, but Nightmare does enough to get to Latimus. Now from the sidewall looking to transition. Did not get the foot reset in hand. And the breakout imminent. Nightmare will have to get back to the corner. It does a great job to settle it down for GCU.
GCU with the clear. They have a bit of pressure here. Lachimos with the good hit towards that side, but it's going to be straight back on GCU's defensive plays. And now up in the air, it's going to be Solons trying to get it over. He actually fakes it with a pitch around one. Oh my goodness, he just does it himself. A beautiful control, beautiful possession, and oh my goodness, that's just so pretty to watch.
Yeah, the way that Solons went up for that originally, it looks like a flip reset shot. They weren't able to capitalize. They got a couple of goals there late, But, I mean, they were striking on the doorstep. They were hot until Westcliff had to cool them off in overtime in order to take it off. And Latimos was a big reason for that. Now trying to start things off and cook it. But a good recovery there from Sharkus. He was almost beat to it, but comes up with the save. Now in transition, but a good save on the other side here from GCU.
Lachimos had that opportunity. They're starting to cook now at GCU. Looking up on the Warriors side. It's a good clear coming out from Westcliff, and an even better double tap opportunity. Saved by Bean Boy, luckily. GCU still coming out, and they have a monster clear saved by phasing the Phoenix, and now up on the sidewall, Nightmare Rally just trying to keep this ball close, and now it's Lachimos in his own corner looking for something to get over, gets it over one. Now with the flip reset opportunity, a redirect. This is an opportunity if he can put it in. Close of the post, a light touch from Bean Boy, and still 0-0 in game two.
That was such a weird sequence there that GCU was almost able to hang with that. Latimos shot taken there too, and a silent one from Solons. Almost fooled the defense here of GCU, but they continue with it, and a couple of touches will get it out. But that's what I'm talking about, Fiat. Another moment there where GCU's just trying to clear it out to get away, and it almost caused them another goal from the Warriors here as they look to press in the box. And now still with it, though. Nightmare recovery. Phase in the box here, and a scramble from GCU will get it to midfield.
Oh my goodness, what a sequence of events indeed. I didn't really know who was going to go for the ball, who was going to touch it. I don't know who wanted to touch it right there, but it's saved by Bean Boy anyways. But a bit awkward from both teams, but both of them are still tied at 0-0, so it's ultimately not the worst outcome for either of these teams. GCU on the defense want to get this out though, and now in their own corner it's going to be Nightmare Rally trying to get it, but now again Celie trying to get up onto the shot, and back in the corner Lachimos gets the hit mid, but no one's going to be there. A bit too fast on the sidewall. GCU putting it downfield just a little bit now, taking their time though.
I like that little backtrack from Bean Boy there. He could have very easily just taken it up that sidewall, but instead elected to get that 100 boost and get back into boost control here, because GCU, they've been making mistakes, and they've just been really strong at covering those up and then making big saves after it. I do like the fact that they want more boost control so they can feel more confident about their challenges, like you see there from Latimos. Now with Bean Boy, the redirect going to go a little bit wide. Shark is just trying to dive on an opponent to keep GCU from finding forward momentum. And now a demo to try to do the same. The Nightmare will get to the box, but no intended target with that pass, and the Warriors will be able to clear easily here if they ever get to it. They eventually do, but GCU still on it too. The Warriors just took too long there.
Just working on it right now so far. Both of these teams are starting to figure out each other a little bit. They're starting to push in those pressure areas of the field, and now GCU has a bit of possession. High hit, tries to get it centered, but it's going to be Solons with the possession. The flip reset, maybe over one. It's hit. Bean Boy has been the defensive pillar for this GCU roster so far, and that's a shot opportunity, but it's going to be just a bit too far off. GCU should be able to retain this ball, but it's still on their side, not as comfortable as they would hope. Lachimos off the backboard on possession, tries to get it over one, and now it's Bean Boy with the opportunity to go possibly for the dunk, and it's Lachimos who's able to put the shot on net. The fake from GCU gets the first goal.
Initial touch off the back wall was Latimus. Was looking for Bean Boy down the field there, and when it bounced, realized that he wasn't able to catch up for it, that he didn't have boost. So I'll just do it myself. Literally coast to coast there from Latimos, who I've called out as the playmaker and showing it in every aspect of the word there. In that last sequence to give GCU their first lead of the series, but it's going to be answered immediately. Equalizer from Solons with 1:02 left.
Oh, off the rebound. It's perfect. He just pinches right in the open end, and Solons has to make the most awkward of jumps, but is able to pinch it in. Tie game for the Warriors against GCU. With a minute left on the clock, they're looking to hopefully make this series a 2-0 lead for their team, but a bunch of demos are coming out from both sides. Again, we're hearing up some space for each other, but now on the ball, it's Solons. It's going to be met by Bean Boy with the 50, and Nightmare with the possession off the side wall with a clear opportunity. Lachimos trying to pass this right, going to take the dribble, fake, flick over one, but Solid's able to make the save.
And now less on left high. Bean Boy knew better than to challenge that one. He actually came down to rotate back and then realized he had an opportunity for another one. But really is just pulling himself out of rotation. This will allow Westcliff a couple of touches, but Latimos was strong, knowing that that opportunity was there for Westcliff, and they shut it down. But now the Warriors, that's a wrong touch. Numbers the other way. Latimos off for this one. Whip reset in hand. Back wall accomplished. All three committed, but Nightmare couldn't get a shot off. Will waste that opportunity. Latimos back down to the ground. Here's Westcliff. They're in transition. Now an opportunity. Extra touch there, but killed down to the ground barely. And we have ourselves overtime in game 2.
Another overtime, not what I was expecting from either of these teams, but it sure is a welcome, and it's Bean Boy immediately with the score opportunity, taking this game 2 for GCU, just reads it off the corner, Latimos just gets the pinch, and it's an open net. That third man not able to read it. GCU now tying up the series. Kind of like us, so he's got to play against us, if that makes a little bit of sense. But now game number 3, a close shot coming out from Warriors, almost off the kickoff, still on the GCU side, a bit dangerous right now for the Arizonan school, and now a clear possibility for a shot, but Warriors not able to take it. Nightmare Rally with a little bit of a doink off his car to start off that offensive pressure.
And GCUB now holding back. They'll launch to it. A lot more space given up. We saw a lot of that from Westcliff. They came out with that same intensity though, didn't they? I mean, GCUB, they saw what the Warriors were made of, and they were able to get the equalizer and pause the momentum so that way they could win a quick one in overtime in game 2. But then now into this game number 3, Warriors picked it directly back up. But GCU has been pretty wise to it. Now we'll be met at midfield here by the Westcliff Warriors. Now they've got numbers too, but unfortunately Solon's touch was east-west versus north-south. A couple of extra touches kind of challenged GCUB, but it was off the mark quite a bit, and Nightmare will just be happy to carry this one back out.
In the air, it's Latimos with the shot. It's going to be a bit too high. Bean Boy up, but it's getting beat by Sharkish. Shot on net from Solons, and a beautiful pass coming out from Warriors to respond in this game number 3. Just reading the plays, it looks like GCU just caught in that rotation, just not able to get back in time. Warriors capitalizing upon that mistake, and now 3:40 left on the clock for both of these teams. Kickoff going to go to the left. It's going to be Latimos in the air. Has a bit of a possession. Maybe a flip reset under one. Fake possible. Solons able to get the save. Beautiful read from the Warriors.
Yeah, they continue to do big things against this undefeated GCU team. Well, now look to transition back out. A couple of touches here. Latimos. That'll be awkward here for FaZe, but luckily support was stepped up if you're a Warriors fan. It's Solons. Now, gonna be beat to it though. Bean Boy back at it. Latimos got the flip reset. Wait. That was saved by Solons at the very last second. GCUB, they were set up and for success. They just weren't able to finish there.
Oh my goodness, that is the clutch of the century right there. Like, you assume in that position, any player's going to assume that that first man has a touch on the ball, but it got over him, and Solons just makes that last second save. A beautiful read, beautiful communication coming up from Warriors, and now they have a bit of a counterattack going on right here. Bean Boy struggling to get this, but it's going to be Latimos on the pass. Hard shot coming into the net, and it's saved by Solons on the left wall. This game is amping up now, both these teams trying to look for those goals. It's going fast right now, and now it's Solon off the backboard too. Go from Warriors. It's going to have to be Sharkus with the touch in the corner. Bean Boy, those keeping this on that side bog, but it's going to be Warriors who are able to find a little bit of space here for the clear.
That's twice from Solons and now once from Sharkus, where I've been insanely impressed by their recovery speed, by their pre-flip saves here to get across against GCU. And now Solon's going to try to transition some of those mechanics to the offensive side. He was able to challenge the shot at first, but now Nightmare Rally back on it too. Solons here at midfield now, trying to get that 50-50, but there's no 50-50 when GCU whips. So that's left for Latimos instead. He's got Nightmare on the other side. Passed. Oh, shot! What a 1-2 punch! GCU equalized with a beautiful team play.
Ooh, what a beautiful passing play. Lachimos just sees Nightmare right there, and he is currently the Warriors' worst nightmare at the moment. 1-1 for GCU with 1:42 left on the clock. Looking for something on this kickoff. It's going to be Lachimos hitting that far to the back left on the forward now with the shot in the air. Trying to pass this mid, but it's Sullins. Shutting that down instantly. Doesn't want to give them that space, give them that time to play. A heavy hit coming out from Lachimos, but it looks like he still has a bit of control on there. 50 back onto the sidewalls, and now Warriors putting themselves back on the defensive end, taking that far rotation. And now another hit to the middle. Sullins able to recover.
Man, oh man, the things that GCU's having to do to really even find a way around the Warriors has been insane. And even that last team play was the only way they get around it. Look at the demo now. Even though it's on Sharkus, it really just pulled GCU out of position. Opportunity for the shot was available, but it will go uncapitalized on. Solon's another shot, but Nightmare will shut him down. Solon's waiting for it. He'll be bullied here on the sidewall, as now Nightmare will try to jump into it. And Solon's will have to kind of shake that off a little bit, some of that bullying. And Latimer's back here to the corner to settle down. But 38 seconds, Fiat, and opportunities both ways have developed, but who's going to capitalize last?
Is that a Rule 1 that we have on the GCU side right now into the net? And it looks like it is. It's a 2v2 right now. Solid's up on that possession, and now we have a completely different game. Lachimos up on the corner. It's going to be one back. Now center mid. Shot opportunity, and it's open. Beautiful twos play coming out, and that Rule 1 just gave GCU a little bit of a break.
Oh, respect. Where respect is due. Let him have it. Either way, GCU B, we've seen the talent that they bring all the time, so the 2v2 situation, to see them succeed there, definitely impressive. But the Warriors have gotten their third member back. But there, it's going to fall down to the box. Shot taken again, a big save. They bail themselves out yet again in the right moment. 6 seconds left. Up for his face, shut down by Latimus. But now back into it. Corner shot, but now Nightmare over to Latimus. He will put it down to the ground in GCU B distance. But we'll have to see how it plays out here in this game 4.
Westcliff is still doing a good job keeping up with GCU, even though they're not currently in the lead. GCU takes that title. Warriors still definitely have an opportunity and are definitely not out of this fight just yet. Clear over one. It's going to be Beanboy in the possession for GCU, trying to get this around one. A good 50 in the corner, but it's not going to be exactly what they needed. And now an opportunity to go for GCU. Beanboy, immediate cut, shutting that down instantly. Exactly what he needs to do there. GCU able to come out unscathed of that mistake. I might have spoken a bit too soon. No, I didn't. Thank goodness Lachimos makes that save.
He did. Got back to it. Was doing his best Solon's impression. We saw so many times Solon's make huge saves just like that. And now we'll get up in an instant to play it back into the zone, but gave a possession here, as Nightmare did pick up that 100 boost. It did spawn in time, so he'll carry it all the way over to the opposite side corner of the Westcliff Warriors, who after winning game number 1 have surrendered a couple of games here to GCUB, but I mean, you can't really hold it against them, seeing as that has happened to a lot of teams this season. But now look, Latimos has a wide open net and a pass. A wonderful feed, a pretty basic team play this time, but a team play nonetheless. And GCUB off and running here in game 4.
Gotta ask, where were your second and third man for the Warriors? That felt like a pretty standard defensive rotation for both of those teams, but GCU just was able to take that open net. Lachimos able to get the turn as second man, but still a relatively easy goal, all things considered, since we've been watching this series. Warriors now need to find that response, and it looks like they're getting close to it. Lachimos able to keep this on their side for a little bit, but it shouldn't be too dangerous. Beanboy now demo coming out from the Warriors. Now they have a bit of pressure. Beanboy trying to do his best, but it's Sharkus off the backboard on the shot. It's so close. Solid almost putting that in net. Unfortunately, just a bit too wide, and now GCU trying to get the counterplay.
It's the first time I've watched Solon's play, to be quite honest, but it's been incredibly impressive. He's been one of my most favorite players to watch. His defense is insane, his mechanics on point, and almost had a highlight reel goal there as well. The Warriors worked really quickly to get down the length of the pitch there too. A Nightmare looking far side, but a little bit too hot to handle there from Latimus. Beanboy back to him. So we'll roll around the corner. B-Boy's still trying to challenge that back wall, but I'll tell you what, the Warriors have done a good job to shut down anything that even challenges towards that back wall at all.
Warriors now back still on the defensive part, and it's just been the GCU show these past 2 games. They've been working so perfectly as a unit. They haven't done anything too fancy, but they have been getting the necessary plays they need to get some of the wins in these games. They're looking for one more goal. They know that one goal is not secure in this series, and they need a bit more. They're trying to push for a bit more. Warriors getting bumped, a bunch of demos, a bunch of bumps. GCU with the space though. FaZe doesn't have any boost and a great spawn. Sullins makes the turn, gets the save, a clear from Beanboy off the backboard, and now GCU starting to put a bit more gas to this, and they're looking for something to find the midfield. Almost the triple flip reset. That would have been a bit bonkers.
Yeah, I mean, definitely got that second flip reset. And, oh, look at that challenge. Sharkus stayed with the play after the bump and actually used his flip to flip sideways in order to get a shot off. That was a very creative way to try to get the job done. And even though they keep throwing these creative things against the GCU defense, they haven't been able to break through, at least not yet. But look at Solins, now on the doorstep again. Sharkus will turn it back in. Chasing after its FaZe, but we'll just have to try to play for the bump instead. It actually worked. Here's Solins again. Musty Flick will direct it on net. Latumas will be able to shut it down here. Now in transition, we'll get a feed here on the other side, but Westcliff shuts them down again. End-to-end action continues, but the time is ticking off the clock here for the Warriors.
Warriors need something right now, and they need to get off their side with the clear. Not able to really find it, just not finding the right ball they need for the power clear. Nightmare in a bit of an awkward spot. Now Warriors have a bit more pressure. This is a shot opportunity for GCU. Not going to be scored instantly. To go to whiff from the Warriors. It's a shot opportunity shut down by FaZe and the Phoenix, and now in the midfield, it's another shot, another whiff though. 0 boost for FaZe, and now trying to get that mid. It's Lachimos. Lachimos on the counter attack with the air dribble off his own backboard, just keeping it in his corner. Only has 13 seconds left to play with, keeping their lead alive. GCU now in front of their net. No, I didn't. Oh no, that's so unfortunate. Oh my goodness.
Nightmare was just so confident with the speed that he had that surely there's nobody parked out in front of our nets. We were just on the offensive side of the ball. Why would they be there? Because why not? You're down. They needed the full court press, so of course Westcliff was waiting for him. A mistake that truly does incorporate and encompass his name, but this one will hit the ground. It is the 3rd overtime of this series in game number 4. And 1 goal will win it for GCUB. 1 goal for Westcliff will keep this series alive and go to 5.
The 3rd overtime. I keep thinking, nah, this isn't going to go to overtime, and then it does go to overtime. I'm just got to stop thinking at this point. And now up on the sidewall in the corner, it's going to be the Warriors. A bit of a whiff, a demo, though, coming out from GCU. Pinching that mid, not the perfect hit for Nightmare, but it is going to be just enough for GCU to keep up some pressure off the sidewall now. Nightmare hitting his teammate. Lachimos with the shot opportunity, just a bit too high, and now Warriors have a bit of an opportunity here to punch back.
And Nightmare has been really contributing since that mistake that we saw a little bit earlier. But look out, Westcliff. Oh, he had the opportunity again. Latimus just off this side wall. Flip, reset once. And that's some boost in the tank, too. Was able to just slam it off the ground. But Solins was directly in place. Was Johnny on the spot. Nightmare looking to turn it back around. Almost got the read on this one, too. Latimos. This one will bounce off wall. And Sharkus will jump on it here. The Warriors now a minute into overtime have just been able to bail themselves out and keep themselves alive in the series. But GCUB, you can feel that they're knocking on the doorstep consistently.
A huge clear coming out from GCU, and it's going to be a pass straight down, saved by Solins into his own corner, and it's just been back and forth for both of these teams, just reading each other perfectly, not backing down from a fight. and Lachimos trying to start one right there. Almost has a bit of heat on that shot, unfortunately. Doesn't go in for GCU. Still in this 1-1 overtime. Now with a bit of pressure mounting, another demo, a shot opportunity, and it's open! The demo leaves it for Bean Boy, and GCU take it in 4.
Oh, from a nightmare to a dream there, as Nightmare with a 50-50 left it on the doorstep as a present for Bean Boy. And GCUB will be moving on to the semifinals of the bracket here in the Challengers Division. And they were facing a Warriors team that, honestly, Fiat, we didn't think coming in that maybe they were pressuring that difficult.